Dear brothers and sisters, today we are going to touch upon the most profound topic, a topic that concerns each of us, overcoming fear and developing faith. Let's take a closer look at this problem. How many times have you felt fear paralyzing you, making you indecisive, preventing you from moving forward? How many times have you felt your faith falter when faced with the trials of life? I'm sure each of you knows these feelings. But let's look at fear from a different perspective. What is the meaning of this emotion? Why is it necessary? Fear, at its core, is a reaction to the unknown, to possible threats, to change. It causes us to be wary, to be cautious. But what if fear becomes an insurmountable barrier? What if it becomes what keeps us from our dreams and goals? It's important to realize that fear is a natural part of life. There are no people who have never experienced the feeling of fear. We cannot avoid it completely. However, we can learn to overcome it so that it does not determine our destiny. How do we do that? The first step is awareness. Recognize your fears, understand their source. The second step is faith. Believe in your strength, in your ability to overcome difficulties. Faith is a powerful weapon against fear. And finally, the third step is action. Act in spite of fear. Step forward even if your knees are trembling. It is in our moments of fear that we discover our true power. Faith is the key to overcoming fear. Faith that there is always hope, that there is always a way forward, that there is always a helping hand. Remember that every step forward taken in faith makes us stronger. Every obstacle overcome strengthens our faith. And when we walk this path together, we are sure to accomplish goals. May your faith be strong and your fear be just the thing that motivates you to excel yourself. Let every step you take be filled with faith, and you will see fear give way before the power of your faith. Believe, act, move forward, and may God bless you along the way. What fear really is, why do we experience it, and how can we deal with it? Let's try to get to the bottom of this. What is fear really? It is an emotion we have when we are faced with uncertainty and the unknown. It is our reaction to what we have no control over, to what lies beyond our influence. But what do we do with this fear? Do we allow it to run our lives? Are we willing to overcome it? How many times have your decisions been made under the influence of fear? Fear of the unknown future, fear of failure, fear of rejection. Can fear actually drive our actions and our behavior? And if so, how can we change this situation? Remember, fear doesn't have to own us. We can learn to deal with it. The key is in our faith. Faith in ourselves, in our strength, in the fact that we are capable of overcoming any difficulties that come our way. Faith is a powerful weapon against fear. So what do we do? How do we find our way out of this labyrinth of fear? Let's explore this question together and find the answers that will help us overcome fear and become stronger. Believe in ourselves, act in spite of fear, and move forward. This is what we must remember and never give up on this principle. Let your faith be stronger than your fear, and you will see your life fill with new meaning and purpose. Remember that the strength of your spirit is greater than any challenge you face. Believe, take action, and go for your dreams. Now let's talk about faith. What is it really, faith? Why is it so important in our lives? Faith is not just a word or an abstract concept. It is the assurance that even in the most difficult moments of life, we have hope. It is the belief that despite all the obstacles and challenges, we can overcome whatever lies ahead of us. How often have you felt that things are not going your way, that life throws you challenge after challenge, and there seems to be no way out? But it is at times like these that faith comes to the rescue. Faith that we have the strength to face whatever challenges come our way. Faith that we are not alone on this journey. Think about your most difficult challenges. What role did your faith play in those moments? Faith gives us the strength to move forward, even when it seems like all is lost. It's like a light in a dark forest that shows us the way, even when there is too much darkness around. And another important part of faith is the assurance that God is always with us. No matter what trials await us, we know that He is there, sustaining us and inspiring us to do great things. This knowledge gives us strength and confidence for the future. So what do we do if we feel our faith beginning to fade? How do we bring it back and strengthen it? Let's explore this question together and find the answers that will help us keep our faith and keep moving forward. My friends, believe in yourself, in your strength, and in the fact that everything will be all right. Let your faith be your weapon in the fight against dark times. Let it be your light in the darkness. Remember that with faith nothing is impossible. But how can we develop our faith and overcome our fears? Let's delve into this topic of developing faith and overcoming our own fears. So how can we accomplish this? We realize that recognizing fear is the first step to overcoming it, a natural feeling that comes to each of us. Why don't we admit to ourselves that we have our fears? Because only by recognizing our fears can we begin to overcome them. Now let's move on to the second step, turning to God to pray for help. Do not delay, turn to God at once. Let your prayer be filled not with requests to get rid of fear, but with requests to give us the strength and self-confidence to cope with it. Trust God. He is always ready to help us if we turn to Him with an open heart. Now the third step is action. Let's not let fear control us, for when we act in spite of fear, we show our strength and determination. Take action, friends, step by step, forward to your goals and dreams, no matter what. Develop faith, overcome your fears, and move forward to the bright future that is surely waiting for you. God supports you in this journey, so do not be afraid to step forward. You have entrusted Him with your life, your faith, your dreams and desires. Every time we overcome our fears, our faith becomes stronger. It's like a workout for the soul. The more we overcome, the stronger we become. Each time we act on our faith, we take the next step toward our dreams. We overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable and move forward no matter what. But how can we be sure of our faith? How can we be sure that God is with us along the way? My friends, the answer is simple. We can see it in our own lives. We can see how new opportunities miraculously open up before us. How our dreams begin to come true when we believe and act on our faith. These are not mere coincidences. They are God's hand guiding our steps and inspiring us to do great things. And remember, you never stand alone on this journey. God is always with you, supporting you and encouraging you every step of the way. His love and wisdom are always with you to help you overcome all challenges and achieve your goals. Trust Him, and together you can overcome any obstacles and realize your dreams. Trust me, my friends. Let's ask ourselves a question. Why do we so often give fear power over our lives? Why do we let it determine our decisions and the direction we take? After all, fear is just an emotion that arises in response to the unknown and uncertainty. Why do we so often forget that we have the inner strength to overcome any challenge? My friends, let's not let fear rule our lives. Let us develop our faith, act with confidence, and go forward with hope and determination. Let our faith be stronger than our fears, and we will gain that unshakable strength that will help us overcome any difficulty in our path. Friends, let us act with courage and determination. Let our faith be the beacon that lights our way in the darkness. Let it be the powerful motor that pushes us forward, even when everything seems to be against us. Let our faith be our wing that allows us to rise above all obstacles and reach the greatest heights. Believe in yourself and in your strength. Believe in your ability to overcome any difficulties and transform your life. Go forward with hope and confidence in your heart, and you will see how wonderfully the doors of opportunity and achievement will open before you. My friends, I hope this sermon has inspired you and encouraged you to reflect. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more content like this, Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us continue to share inspirational posts. Also, we'd appreciate your comments and feedback. Let's work together to create a community based on understanding and mutual support. Thank you for being with us. May God's grace and wisdom be with you always. Amen.